Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 1 versus 1 on Outer Reaches. Playing as the Orks, we have got TheBlastFurnace, and playing as the Dark Eldar, we've got froggy jabka. Jabka is going to go for a couple of mandrakes, a dark foundry, and a plasma generator, whereas the Orks are going to go for a couple of slugger boys, grot squad, generator, and a boys hut. So look at this. This is a nice, God honest, no special things, no flair, no flash, just vanilla, baby, just how we like it on this channel on the odd occasion. Odd to see TheBlastFurnace playing as the Orks. He normally goes for Dark Eldar, or at least that's from what I have seen him play, because he's just a phenomenal Dark Eldar player, but we'll be able to know what's going on with these guys as they go about their shaky business capturing their nearest and dearest. Going for that Dark Foundry opening by the looks of things, so we'll probably see some Hellions on their skyboards causing all sorts of mischief. Now, froggy jabka. Now, my knowledge of Polish is very limited, but is jabka Polish for apple? Maybe. Or is that jabłko? I can't remember. The only phrase I know in Polish is Ty jesteś przepiękna, which is Polish for you look beautiful or you are beautiful. It's the only phrase you really need to know. Orcs going to be capturing as well all their usual stuff. Shooter boys out first before the big mech, just in case anything leery happens. Also additional capping potential there, so not too bad. No one going... Oh, he says no one going for the central point. The central point has been taken by the Orcs. Already a listening post on here, so that is going to cause them some issues. Shooter boys will come over to assist in its defense, but these mandrakes are probably not going to be taking that down anytime soon. Engaging in glorious ranged combat before the hand-to-hands come in. Shooter boys will fall back. Slugger boys might come around and help, but... Oh, no, never mind. Look at the jumping potential on these Hellions. Just bearing in mind as well that this little section here, the Hellions could just jump over here and cause some mischief in the backside, but there are points to decap as this one is being done in. Orcs will try and go in for it again. We'll see a minefield being built up over here, which is quite decent considering that this is quite out of your way. You don't want to come all the way over here and defend it. But the Grots are having a bit of an issue with these Hellions. Big Mech going to come over, see if he can shake him off. Give him the old Taylor Swift. What's going on here? Oh, mandrakes are stabbing these guys. Grots are going to come in for some assistance as well. Every chopper and every stabber being useful. And dear oh dear, these Hellions are just being a right old nuisance. Second squad is going to come over, doing their swishing and swaying. Going to stab one of these. Oh, his little... That's a really good kill sync animation. Gotta love that. Grots, though, they know a bad job when they see it, so they are going to fall back somewhat. I do apologise if my mouse work is not up to my usual standard. It's not a particularly high standard. I've got a brand new mouse today, and after having one singular mouse for the best part of about 4 years, now feels like I've got a different hand almost. Like as if someone's chopped it off and replaced it with a new one, so we're going to have to get used to that. Big Mech trying to catch up with these guys. But these are doing a really good job at denying everything. Relic not even been taken. This one still under no one's control, but the shooter boys will get it, I imagine. Mandrake's been squadded up to maximum numbers. And Hellions been given their I can see you ability, so infiltrated Grots will not work for the moment. They will jump over, see if they can cut them off at the pass. If they can stop those Grots from building up this listing post and then decap it again, it'll be a major nuisance. Shooter boys not yet off their big shooters. In fact, what kind of tech are we up to at the moment? So only one war banner at the moment. Oh, nice little attempt at building that torch chamber up over here. But more Grots will come over. What have you been building? I've been building a war banner in the middle. Quite risky, considering the amount of harassment coming in, but it does feel like the Orcs need every single bit of firepower that they can get to assist in the defense. Slugger boys over here capping stuff. And the Hellions, looks like they're running out of steam a little bit here. But they're still going to go for it. Big Mech not taking a nary slash of damage. Throwing around a Mandrake or two. Or was that Hellion? Hard to tell, they all look the same. Not typecasting the Dark Eldar or anything, you know. We're an inclusive channel, baby. That's what we do. Don't cancel me, please. Grot's trying to build up a listening purse, but the Mandrakes over here are causing them some issues. Got a good squad of Slugger Boys. Going to go for a bayonet. Here comes the first Reaver jet bike of the game. Just bobbing and weaving around everywhere. Quite like that. Listening purse will be upgraded, but a second squad of Mandrakes are coming in to help finish the job. And more Hellions as well. Wonderful maneuverability from the Dark Eldar here. Fight on one side, then come round and fight on the other. Poison blades now on the Mandrakes. The additional damage over time on these Orks is... And a full squad of them has been taken out. Double shooters there. Not sure if double shooters is the way forward, considering the sheer amount of close range gubbins that these guys have got. It's not ideal. I'm going to go for another war banner. Going to upgrade this listing purse. That might be what you just need to do at this stage. Just build up some defenses and fight underneath some shooty bits. It's probably the way forward. If anything, just for these protracted? Is that the word? These prolonged, that's the word. These prolonged engagements will certainly help you. Alien's been brought down to 3 models. Going to get an extra one as well there. Listing purse goes down. War banner might also be falling a bit foul. Slugger Boys over here looking to see if they can do some capping, I imagine. Those are the capping boys of Ephrai Zoran. War banner not looking all that pretty. Current economies at the moment 68 and 10 compared to 86 and 10. It's not a huge economic advantage, but I imagine they've probably definitely gone for their tier 2, haven't they? Oh no, they've not gone for their tier 2. Alright, so this is just a tier 1 slog. Everyone committing all their resources to just staying on the board right now. Shooter Boys falling back with gay abandon. Big Mech now separating from the squad. Just trying to at least get some sort of distance between his Shooter Boys and the Mandrakes. Do manage to seem to have kept their numbers up. Not sure where the Hellions have gone. Are the Hellions still knocking around somewhere? Oh, they've got a fresh squad of Hellions, so one squad wipe in there. Definitely not what you want. So the Orks might potentially have garnered a advantage here. Pulling through just a smidge. Hellions now going to focus on this section over here. Not sure what's going on there. Big Mech teleports straight in. Quite bold. Got the you have no more morale ability from the Dark Eldar. Reduces everyone's morale down to half by the looks of things. Or there's a set number of damage, not entirely sure. Not off the top of my head. This Big Mech is absolutely throwing everyone around. No chill whatsoever. This squad of Shooter Boys has been focused down by a squad of Hellions. Double Reaver jet bikes, adding their splintery rifles into the mix. And this Big Mech has had enough of all this nonsense. He just wants to get to crumping and building up some stuff so he can get bigger tools out, and these Dark Eldar are not letting him. Got one... Oh, hold on, let me... What was that? A singular infiltrated grot going about his business. Love that, that's great. Tier 2 listing purse there, finally. So that is something. Relic nary to be even gotten yet. The Dark Eldar now collecting those souls. Got the Homunculus Laboratory on the go. More Reaver jet bikes. The Orcs certainly holding on. They're certainly doing a great job, especially with their economy as it is. And they've got the central point, so that kind of mitigates the fact that they don't have this one yet. And they have upgraded all their listing purse to tier 2. About to get into tier 2 themselves, actually. So this gradual... It's quite like... one advantage of the Orcs is that with most people taking into tier 2, they've got to have like something like 300 blue, maybe like 125 green. Whereas the Orcs can just occasionally throw out 175, I think it is, for a war banner. So they don't need to have that big build-up of economy. They can gradually tiptoe into their tier 2, which is what they've got now. And with this build-up of Reaver jet bikes, get a couple of tank-busting lads out, you should be alright. Although, no pile of guns as of yet. Not sure if you'll need that pile of guns for the tank busters. But they're there, man. They're there. They've spent some money on something. What have you spent your money on? Was that just another war banner? Ah, cheeky mech shop round the corner. unseen and unheard of by the Dark Eldar, so might be able to bamboozle them. Got minefields as well. Again, something that you don't normally see from the more casual players. Minefields are usually never ever even used. But one single minefield can stop like a mandrake from coming in and doing its damage. It's enough of a deterrent at the very least. Shield Boys regaining their number. Dark Eldar bringing out that Tower of Loathing on here. Just a bit cheeky, really, if you ask me. And are the Dark Eldar now... Ah, there we go. They're now going to go for their TF2. So that is something. Big mech shop finally been finished. Homunculus coming round, bringing out that torture ramp, slowing anyone down nearby. The Hellions focusing on those grots now that they've been seen by the Homunculus. And this listing post, finally being isolated, will go down, but the Orks have managed to consolidate the holdings over here. War truck on the way, or war track, sorry, on the way. Bomb chucker at its disposal. Be great for countering these Reaver jetbikes and also the infantry. Best thing about these vehicles as well is that they can't be tied up in close combat, so you can just fire all day long. Big mech just going to teleport straight in there, no messing around. They've come to do business. They mean war. Got some Storm Boys in there, but they think they're Shooter Boys by the looks of things. Clearly they were born in the wrong era, or whatever Orks have for generations. And yeah, with that, the Dark Eldar think, right, there's now too many Orks here. It's no good. And bearing in mind as well that the Orks have that special ability do for where the more Orks you've got in a certain area, the faster they move. I do believe the faster their health regen is, if I'm not mistaken. So able to really get that counter-aggression on the go, getting those decaps. And this side of the map is looking a lot more vulnerable with every passing moment. War track moving a bit too far forward. It could have actually stayed there a little bit, maybe just to keep these guys on the back foot, but will instead turn around and strike at this Tower of Loathing. Bringing out anything else? You're going to bring out another war track. So Dark Eldar going to go for the Scourges. But with the Storm Boys, where's the Storm Boys gone? You over here? Oh, you're capping things. So with the Storm Boys, I mean, that's going to be quite difficult for the Scourges to get their firing lines on the go. But then again, in saying that, they do need a anti-vehicular piece of damage coming in. And they can also jump away from the Storm Boys quite effectively. Look at that, there we go. Like he's predicted it himself. It's almost as if I do this on the regular. The Hellions focusing on this listing post, but will go down. Squad wipe right there. Reaver jetbikes unable to really get any sort of firing going on, considering that the war trucks are... or war tracks. God, I hate that war trucks and war tracks are a thing. Should be called different things, gosh darn it. But yeah, the Orks had a really good engagement there, killing a fair few squads. Hellions, and it looks like they got a Mandrake squad there. Having the morale broken, but then getting it all back again. Looks like the push is continuing. What are the Dark Eldar doing? 86 and 20 compared to 74 and 30. I'm going to go for a Raider. Interesting. Raider to counter the war tracks. But what are you going to counter all the other gubbins that are coming your way? They just jump straight in. Brings out that big AoE morale damage. I mean, the Homunculus is doing alright. Maybe it'll be a case of getting a Archon out. Getting him some Incubi in there. Oh, big mech goes down. That's very unfortunate. That's not what the Orks wanted at all. And the Raider actually tanking a lot of the damage from this war track, allowing these guys to just hold on for a little bit longer. Homunculus low on health at the moment, but the quadruple Reaver jetbikes really opening this this pocket of Orks here. Without their teleport, Shield Boys are going to have to walk all the way back home. And good lord, that looked like the end of all things, the end of all time for the Dark Eldar, but no. Don't normally see the Raider being used in that kind of manner, but you don't normally see the Raider being used at all, but there we go. Suffering a little bit from Dark Eldar pathing. as the vehicles for the Dark Eldar are notorious for getting caught on things due to their swooping nature. Oh, yeah, be still my beating heart. Still, this strategic point needs capturing at some point. Orks are going to go back, lick their wounds, but they've got options now. I imagine they've got quite a sizable economy. Going to rebuild their big mech. They've got that pile of guns now, so I imagine they'll start getting their big shooters. But only one squad of shooter boys at the moment. Going to lose that central point back into Tier 1 with them. Reaver jet bikes not dying as quickly as you'd like against these war tracks, in all honesty. I imagine you've probably gone for your targeting modules or whatever you call them. By the looks of things, I assume, sir, that would be the smart thing to do. Which means that these guys can now just absolutely melt their way through any kind of infantry. Got some tank busters over here, not infiltrated as of yet. Probably will be seeing that research ASAP. That's what you'd want. Orks over here, engaging in an arranged fight as close as humanly possible, but losing their morale due to the raider jumping on top of them and spraying them with some purple badness. Stormboys over here tying up those scourges, but they will fly back. And now the shoot is on the other... that's cute, I like that. The homunculus is going to jump on the side, and then... it just adds a little bit more personality to it. Look at that, you can actually see them on the sides. It's like getting a bus from one place to another, a really terrifying bus. With the combination of tank busters, war tracks, those raiders are now waning off just a little bit. Homunculus, though, really good that he's still able to keep in it, considering his low health. Gonna throw down a torch amp round the side, just to slow people down as they come up to their approach so you can retreat. Central point yet to be captured, but has been decaptured. Oh, another torture ramp down here. Does that the plan? Just cover the map in torture ramps? The Orks just using this heavy cover to as much effect as humanly possible. Same with the scourges on the southwestern side. Look at that. Didn't even need to do the little rhyme then. Well done me. Character progression. Remembering my norths and souths. Homunculus still in there. Reaver jetbike's been brought down to low numbers. I believe that's our last one. Oh, look, a little teleport outside. Nice to get that squad wipe on that Scourge squad right there. Slugger boys moving in, trying to get these guys done. Been damaged by more plague nonsense. Homunculus finally ends. Rest in peace, or not in peace, depending on how he would like. Raider being zapped by the big mech. Unable to go anywhere. War track on the other side. Forcing these guys into... I mean, good lord, that's... I mean, I know that the Scourges aren't exactly the most tankiest of lads, but... Geez, these guys are dying thick and fast. To just one singular war track. Yeah, to be fair, you kind of need these guys screening with some sort of melee infantry if you want to keep these guys fighting fit and healthy. And we're back over here again. Jabka throws out that GG. BlastFurnace does the same, and my goodness, what an absolutely intense matchup right there. Just pure action all the way through. Mind you, Jabka's still going for it. He's not giving up just yet. Yeah, I do believe that both players using their factions' strengths to their absolute limit here. Dark Eldar with their maneuverability, moving around all the place. Wonderful engagements all the way through that Tier 1 early opening part of the map, making the Orks really sweat for it, but Orks gradually, like I say, tiptoeing into that Tier 2, building up their forces over time, keeping those minefields on the go. It's just, yeah, man, what an excellent play from all these players here. But I gotta keep on going. Is this like a soft GG? Is this one of those GGs where you think it's GG, but actually they'll come out swinging? The chances are slim, baby, but we've seen it happen before. One raider comes out. Will he survive? No, he's not. He's going to bees back. come back to the repair depot. One tortured slave, giving him good old zap with the purple stick. You see some morale being dropped from the Dark Eldar's global abilities. But does not look like they're going to be doing anything here. Okay, I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it. There's nothing being built up, so that is the Dark Eldar more or less done. Oh, alright, well, thank you ever so much, Blast, for sending that in to the Discord. Links in the description if you want to get involved in any form of shenanigans. We do have our PvP tug-of-war campaign for the Harvest Heresy on the go. And also, if you like the channel, have a look at the Patreon. £1 a month gets you one extra game a week. Mine's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never short. I will see you in a bit. Peace.